The Jewels of the Northeast India systematically catalogues and recognizes men and women of the Ashtalakshmi states from different walks of life who have excelled in their chosen field. My warm wishes to IGNCA and to all the stakeholders who worked hard to bring out this jewel. Shri G. Kishan Reddy, Honorable Minister for the Ministry of Culture and Ministry of Development of Northeastern Region. Jewels of Northeast India, a tribute to the heroes of Northeast India. There are books and books, and all of literature is a compilation of all and sundry. But books that serve the purpose to inform, educate, document, preserve and illuminate are few and far between. Their intent is not just to entertain, titillate or even educate, but much more than that. This book, Jewels of the Northeast India, falls in that category. This book exemplifies the underlying initiative of Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji, Ek Bharat, Shreshtha Bharat. Jewels of the Northeast researches and records the stellar achievements of some achievers from each of the 8 states of the Northeast. These inspiring tales of grit, determination and spunk are the hallmark of the rugged terrain that is Northeast. This book was possible only due to the painstaking research and hard work carried out by the Indira Gandhi National Centre for Arts. It is the brainchild of Shri Sachidanand Joshi.
When we talk about the Northeast India, the problem comes that people often say that there is a difference between mainland India and the Northeast India. And it is a great problem for all of us to understand the nuances of Northeast India. That is why we have come with this collection known as Jewels of Northeast. This is for the first time that this effort has been made to bring together all the important personalities who have done significant work in different fields, may it be art, may it be culture, may it be spiritual studies, may it be education, environment, agriculture, construction, science and whatnot. People who have done remarkable work. They are the persons of inspiration. We should come together and get inspiration from their great work. The Indira Gandhi National Centre for the Arts has done this effort to bring the significant achievements of these persons for the knowledge of the entire world. That is why Jewels of Northeast is an important publication. It is a landmark publication. It is an effort to bridge the gap between the India and the Northeast.
Be it sports, entrepreneurship, science or arts, there is hardly any area that has not been breached by these amazing people. For them, a normal lifestyle was never an option. Arunachal Jewels. The land of dawn-lit mountains, Arunachal Pradesh is an ethnically diverse state that has produced some outstanding achievers. Some worthy of mention are Anshu Jamsenpa, a world record holder mountaineer who is the first woman to have scaled Mount Everest 5 times. Bengia Hemonto, a self-taught folk singer from the Nishi tribe who is a cultural icon. Delong Padung, a young, prolific cultural worker and folklorist from Pasighat. Igyo Oruni is a prominent educationist and veteran social worker. Namang Tashi Bapu.
The main purpose of our life is to achieve happiness.
Popularly known as Lama Tashi, is a Buddhist monk with unique spiritual talent of chanting. Taba Yal Nabam, a celebrated contemporary singer, a successful woman entrepreneur, and a committed social worker. Yanung Jamo Lego.
मांगने वाला कभी अमीर नहीं होता, देने वाला कभी गरीब नहीं होता. हम लोग का माँ बाप सिखाए ना.
A prominent traditional medicine expert and herbal healer. Yese Dorje Thongsi, a poet, short story writer, playwright, and novelist. Assam Jewels. Assam is a hub of biodiversity and has been the launching pad for outstanding talent in miscellaneous fields. Some outstanding achievers from this state are Birubala Rabha, a revolutionary social reformer fighting against the witch hunting practice. Sandrakanto Bosumatari made history in the realm of environmental conservation and community-led social forestry. Dharam Singh Teron, a prolific writer cum researcher, a proactive social worker and folklorist. Jamini Payeng, an acclaimed weaver, designer and entrepreneur empowering women. Murlidhar Das, a self-made folklorist who is preserving oral traditions of local communities. Pulok Gogoi, a painter, cartoonist and a filmmaker who has won many awards. Uddhav Bharali, an award-winning innovator, inventor and an entrepreneur. Uttam Teron, a young changemaker who is selflessly dedicating his life to fight illiteracy. Manipur Jewels. The name Manipur means land of gem. Its economy centers on agriculture and forestry, and trade and cottage industries are also important. But some human gems hailing from Manipur that demand special mention are Chirom Indira Devi, a prominent young woman entrepreneur, designer, exporter and a social worker. Padma Shri Elam Indira Devi, an Indian classical dancer and teacher renowned for Manipuri dance. Armstrong Pamei, a young IAS officer popularly known as the Miracle Man of Manipur. Hanjabam Shubhra Devi, an ambitious and innovative woman entrepreneur known for her culinary skills. Kakching Tabam Shanathoiba Sharma, a specialist in the traditional Manipuri martial art form Thangta. Naba Wareppa,
हमारा जो ड्रीम है, हमारा जो आर्टिस्टिक और क्रिएटिव एनर्जी है, उसको रियलिटी में ले आना चाहता हूँ.
A revered name in theatre and traditional performing arts in Manipur. Rajkumar Singhajit Singh, a leading choreographer, prolific writer and a highly accomplished Manipuri dancer. Chabungbam Rameshwari Devi, the most famed international woman cyclist with 102 medals to her credit till date. Meghalaya Jewels, literally meaning abode of clouds, Meghalaya is the wettest region of India. From music to women empowerment to coffee, the achievers from this state have been there and done that. Benedict Skemlang Hnyota, an acclaimed visual artist and folk musician who is reviving the local art form. Dasu Marlin Majao, the only woman coffee entrepreneur who is reviving the forgotten tradition of coffee making. Genevieve Kongji, a well-known versatile singer popularizing Khasi folk music. Hasina Kharbhi,
जब किसी इंसान को मतलब गलत इरादे से बाहर ले जाता है और उसको एक्सप्लॉइट करता है, वो ह्यूमन ट्रैफिकिंग होता है.
a prominent social activist and entrepreneur working against human trafficking. Kintyubor War, a self-made, passionate heritage enthusiast and proactive cultural preservationist. Mark Lightflung Stone, an award-winning entrepreneur, a motivational speaker and a life coach. Rida Gatpo, a designer, singer, musician, entrepreneur and promoter of folk culture. Wanpai Nongrum, a highly acclaimed teacher, social worker, creative thinker and an artist who popularized traditional Khasi games. Mizoram Jewels, Mizoram means land of the Mizos. Mizoram has the highest concentration of tribal people. Some outstanding tales of human endeavor and superlative skill owe their roots to this state. Tete Ahmar, revered as the father of Mizo football, who engineered a football revolution in Mizoram. R. Ramhamangaya, a far-sighted entrepreneur who has contributed immensely to the development of traditional handloom and handicraft industries. Maazami Ralte, a noted social worker and an associate chemistry professor who is influencing young mind. Lucy Marwati, a passionate, committed and determined child rights worker who has dedicated her life for betterment of HIV-affected children. Padma Shri Professor Laltlung Liana Khyangte, a versatile, award-winning playwright-dramatist, poet, scholar-critic, essayist, biographer and a folklorist. K.C. Runremsangi, one of the most popular and respected contemporary Mizo folk singers and musicians. G. Lalthanzami, a crusader against gender violence who has been fearlessly fighting against domestic violence. B. Sankhumi, a gritty and courageous woman activist who is a staunch educationist. Nagaland jewels. One of the country's smallest states, Nagaland, is a treasure trove of human endeavor and achievement. Be it sports, arts, journalism or music, these achievers have made the state proud. Jenpu Rongmai.
The first thing is you should know what you are actually. What is good things on you? What is the positive vibe in you? And many times, many young people doesn't try to understand this.
A young social worker committed to the cause of youth welfare. Dr. Hesheto Y. Chishi. A visionary cultural worker who is promoting, preserving and safeguarding the dying cultural heritage of Nagaland. Jonathan Rongsen. A celebrated cricketer who first played with bats made of bamboo and set an unprecedented example. Aulemba Longkumar. A renowned visionary craftsman and entrepreneur who has immortalized the craft bamboo. Bano Haralu. A woman journalist turned conservationist who worked for conservation of migrating Amur falcons. Miss N.K. Kenny. A staunch, grassroots, award-winning social worker who works for social justice. Nise Maruno. A world-renowned pianist, an opera singer, a composer and a songwriter with extraordinary talent. Soni Kath. A loin-loom entrepreneur and a dedicated social worker who is keeping alive the dying art form. Sikkim Jewel. Sikkim, a border state, accounts for the largest share of cardamom production in India and is the world's second largest producer of the spice after Guatemala. This state has produced sportspersons, literary giants and entrepreneurs that have brought glory to the country. Baichung Bhutia.
Right now, with a lot of youths are trying to see that, oh, that job or that sector is lucrative. It's not. It does not work like that. I want to be a doctor and earn or make it like that. I want to be an engineer. It does not work. I think you've got to do something which comes from your heart.
Nicknamed as Sikkimese Sniper, is a legendary footballer who is a role model and pride of the nation. Sonam Choden Bhutia. A committed social worker turned entrepreneur who is empowering women. Shri Birkha Bahadur Muringla Limbu. A versatile genius who is a linguist, author, lyricist, poet, calligrapher and a singer. Devika Guru. A young social entrepreneur who epitomizes revival of traditional art and craft. Nawang Gyatso Bhutia. Popularly known as the Butterfly Man of Sikkim, who has turned butterfly chasing into a fine art. Nosang Muringla Limbu.
Discovered a butterfly called the Papiliozuthus. This was a first discovery and photographic record in India.
A young environmentalist and social worker who is raising awareness on biodiversity conservation. Priya Dahal, an enterprising woman who specializes in producing handmade soaps using organic materials. Radha Devi Gurung, a pioneer of community-based ecotourism whose efforts are transforming the rural economy. Tripura Jewels. The third smallest state in the country, Tripura, covers 10,491.69 square kilometers or 4,050.86 square miles. Tripura is one of the most literate states in India, with a literacy rate of 87.75, and some of the country's biggest achievers and go-getters have roots here. Vidyutjit Chakraborty, a talented artist, writer and trainer who has presented his plays at international forums. Chandrakanto Murasi, a renowned poet and writer of the indigenous Kokborok language. Chinmoy Rai, a veteran and celebrated visual artist who is equally proficient in sculpting, painting and mural art. Krishna Das Pal, senior-most self-taught artisan specializing in bamboo crafting, whose masterpieces are showcased in the State Museum. Pandit Subal Bishwas, an acclaimed and veteran violinist specializing in classical, semi-classical and light music. Prabhitangshu Das, a renowned puppetry artist who has taken this art form all over India and abroad. Padma Shri Thanga Darlong, an accomplished centenarian folk musician who plays the rosem, a bamboo-made flute-like musical instrument. Tithi Deb Burman, a prominent singer with a mellifluous voice who loves to sing Rabindra Sangeet. What took years and long hours to achieve can hardly be condensed in a book, but every gem in this book needs to be highlighted in society, which needs its fair share of role models to egg it on to achieve greater heights. A book like this serves as a positive projection of achievers and inspires people to excel, just as these rare gems have in their respective fields. It is a saga of human resourcefulness and determination compiled for posterity.